Alright, what do you want, a cookie? Honestly, I don't place much value in gender labels as long as people continue to keep their hands off of my Krista. That goes for you too. Although, I suppose some congratulations are in order. After all, gender is one of the many confusing things of this world, so good on you for being able to figure out how you identify. And congratulations on having the courage to tell people. And one more thing. If anyone tries to tell you that you're invalid, let me know, alright? I'll kick their asses for you. Hey, I'm being serious. Look, you and I are similar in a way. In a way I think you know. So, I'm gonna look out for you. You're gonna look out for me, alright? We look out for each other. We stick together. Okay? Good. So seriously, if anyone gives you shit for this, let them know that I am going to rip their throats out. Alright, now if you'll excuse me, I do need to find Krista. Have you seen her around? Alright, I'll find her eventually. Good luck.
Alright, well, it seems we've finished telling all of the girls how you identify now. Now, time for the somewhat tricky part. Are you ready to start telling some of the guys now? Alright, who do you want to start with? Now, we could try to ease into it by starting with someone easy, say Connie. I imagined he'd be very confused, but very supportive. Or, if you want, we could always start with the most challenging person, since then it'll just be easier and easier. What do you think? You want to start with one of the more challenging people? Alright, who did you have in mind? Reiner? Alright, yeah, we can tell him first. Although I will say, he tends to be viewed as the older brother of the 104th, so I really don't see any reason for him to not be supportive. But I trust you. If you say that he's going to be the most difficult, we can definitely go to him first. Do you know if he had an assignment today? Oh, he has a day off. Alright then. Do you have any idea where he might be? Alright. Lead the way, little shrimp. Oh, goodness, I wasn't expecting you to start running. Do you think maybe we could walk? After all, we are going to be doing this all day. Might as well conserve our energy, right? Especially if someone turns out to be, well, not as supportive as we suspect. Yeah, I really don't think that anyone would not support you. After all, they have to change so little about their own behavior in their own lives, so why would this cause them any inconvenience? Oh, right, you go first. After all, this is your news. Oh, it's you. Sorry, I don't mean any offense by that, but I was expecting it to be Bertold looking for me again. What exactly are you doing here? You wanted to talk about something. Alright, what is it? It's a bit of a difficult topic. What do you mean? It's news of some sort. Alright, then spit it out. Come on, what is it? What? You're what? Non-binary? What the hell is that? It means that you aren't male or female? But aren't there only two genders that one can identify as? No, unless I missed one of our health lectures. I'm pretty sure you can only identify as either male or female because you can only be born as either male or female, right? Wait, I'm thinking of Sex instead? Well, then what are you talking about? Yeah, gender. Aren't sex and gender essentially the same thing? Huh? Oh! You want me to explain this? Oh, come on. You honestly don't think I need a lecture, do you? Well, Reiner, you are a bit confused about some of this. For instance, you assumed that sex and gender are the same thing when, in fact, they're actually not. You see, sex is more about your physical attributes. For instance, certain parts of your body might align with male or female. Gender is more of a social construct based on certain stereotypes that are attributed to different sexes. That's why people can be, for instance, transgender, because they can be born with certain bodies, but they identify more with a different gender. That makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. And even if it did, there are only two sexes and there are only two genders, right? Actually, Reiner, that's a common misconception. There are actually more than two sexes. Wait. What? There is no way in hell that's true. Actually, Reiner, there is. You see, some people can be born with reproductive organs from both sexes, both male and female, and in other cases, sometimes it isn't a visible physical attribute, but rather something in someone's DNA with their chromosomes, so they actually are both male and female at the same time, so there are multiple sexes, more than just two, and as such there are more than two genders. Okay then. Why are you telling me this? You want to go by a different name and pronouns? The hell are pronouns? Oh, alright. Stuff like she, her, he, him, and they, them. Alright, what's your name then? Okay. And your pronouns? They, them. But that's only for multiple people, right? Oh, me again. Actually, Reiner, if I told you that I had a friend, would you immediately start referring to them as he or she? No, I'd refer to them the way that you did, as them. Exactly, so if someone isn't described as male or female, or they don't identify as male or female, even if it's just one person, it can still be they, them. Okay, I wasn't expecting a biology lecture or an English lecture today, but thanks for that. Alright then, good for you, I suppose? I don't know what else you want me to say. Yes, of course, we can go tell someone else about this. Thank you for your time, Reiner. Yeah, whatever. Little shrimp? Are you okay? Oh, hey. Come here. My room's right down the hall. Let's go there. Hey, it's alright. It's okay. Hey, I'm really proud of you for being able to get through that. That was certainly a bit of a difficult conversation, especially compared to the other conversations we've had today. Look at me. I'm really proud of you. Okay? That was probably the most difficult conversation that we're gonna have today, okay? Everyone else, I suspect they're going to be much easier to explain this to. And even if they do need some time to adjust, or they need more of an explanation, they'll certainly be more accepting. I'm really sorry that he was like that to you. I really am. I was hoping that we wouldn't have to deal with someone like him today, but I suppose in every good bushel of apples there's still one that's gone sour. And hopefully that's the only sour apple we'll have, okay? Oh, of course! Of course, we can take a break. Here, do you want to sit down and maybe have a snack or read something? You just Want me to hold you? Yeah, I can do that. Come here. Hey, I know that was difficult. I know that it must hurt so much to have to deal with someone like that. But you know what? I am so proud of you for being able to maintain your calm composure, being able to actually tolerate him and his absolutely infuriating ignorance. I am so proud of you for taking the high road and not slapping him in the face like I wanted to. Honestly, if I was tall enough to reach, I would have punched him right in the jaw. Honestly, the fact that people can be so ignorant and so stubborn, it is absolutely ridiculous. But, hey, he's just one person, and you two aren't even that close. I know that doesn't change the fact that it hurts, but at least you don't have to deal with him for a while. You only have to talk to him, once a month? When we're having our meetings? See? So, even if he's going to continue to be ignorant, and I really hope that he won't. After all, everyone else is going to be so supportive. He doesn't want to look even more like a jackass, right? I'm sure that even if he does decide to continue with his ignorance and his refusal to accept who you are, you won't have to deal with it a lot. And if you do have to deal with it, well, I'm sure Ymir will notice, and she will probably kick his ass, just like she said she would, right? Exactly. She can't stand Reiner since he's always looking at Krista. There's no way in hell she's going to let him off scot-free. Hey, you're smiling again. I'm glad. Are you starting to feel better? That's good. Hey, you want to maybe lighten things up with the next person we talk to about this? Maybe talk to, Connie? After all, like I said, he might not understand right away, similarly to how Reiner reacted, but he'll definitely be supportive. I mean, it's Connie. As long as he can still goof off with you and make jokes with you, something tells me he's not going to care about the new changes. Yes, just like Sasha, he's a little confused, but he's definitely got the spirit. And considering they'll be extremely supportive and will want to show that every chance they get, something tells me you're never going to hear the end of it. And considering the shit we just had to put up with Reiner, something tells me that won't be such a bad thing, right? Yeah. Their loud, supportive voices will drown out his ignorant voice. Exactly. Oh, of course, we can get going now. Alright, something tells me he's going to be talking to Sasha. Which, we did tell her not to tell anyone else, right? Alright, I think this time it's time to run.